All right, guys, welcome back from the MLG offices here in New York City. Axel Toss here, joined by Axlav. It is currently a day of the week. That
Yes.
is
Thursday.
Thursday. Thanks, Nick.
It's hard to keep track
I
sometimes.
know, it really is.
You know why? Because all the days are the same.
Dude,
Every day there's great content going on here.
that's what time should be built around, not by
Yeah.
like names of.
No, it's all relative to,
Yeah,
to
exactly.
MLGSC too.
So today is another awesome StarCraft day.
Yeah, but it's especially awesome because we get to see Nestea.
Yes.
We get to see Maru. We get to see Parting. We get to see Hero. I mean, you can ask this
You're
guy.
getting
I've
me
been
excited.
talking about
I'm
this
just like,
tournament
yeah.
for like a week. I've been so excited for these guys because how often you get to see the best in Korea play
Yeah.
outside of the WCS Korea.
Not often.
Yeah, that's
So
like the
we-
only thing they
so
play in besides this.
It's your birthday every day here on the
Yes.
MLGSC2 stream. You get to open a present.
But it's your extra special birthday today.
Yes, and hopefully it's not a Joker present in Infinite Crisis.
No.
You don't want one of those, and only about 2 people watching probably understand that reference, but that's okay. Parting Nestea Game 2!
Let's do it. Game 2 is on Newkirk Precinct.
Yep.
We're here at the bottom left-hand location. The man who is down 0-1. I am Nestea. And his opponent in the actual bottom right-hand location, the Red Protoss playing for SK Telecom 1. He is Parting.
Party going for the pretty fast push there on 2 bases.
Yes.
Colossus and a Warp
That's
Prism.
a staple of Parting's play in StarCraft 2 is 2 base timing attacks, showcasing his great unit control
Yep.
and mastery of the micromanagement. And it's something where I kind of think it's honestly Nestea's build is one of the most optimal ones to defend a 2 base pressure. But that kind of shows how much skill there is in StarCraft 2. That you can, it's not like, oh, I picked a good build, I just win. No, it's all about skill. And if you're playing someone like Parting, even if you know what he's doing, even if you in theory have the tools to defeat his push,
Yep.
it's still
It's not as simple as
No.
it's never simple.
no. If you can't micro and macro with him, he's just gonna roll you over. And that's kind of what happened last game. You know, Nestea just wasn't able to get enough corruptors out. He wasn't able to retreat his swarm hosts in a timely enough fashion to keep them alive. And oh, look at this!
Oh.
Hatchery first.
Nestie's like, I'm going to take some stuff into my own hands here. I'm
Yeah,
going to
I love
dictate the
this.
momentum in the game, and Parting, you're going to have to adjust and make good decisions.
I love this way. This is exactly, if you're a player like Nestea going up against a guy like Parting, Nestea an amazing player, but over the last year, Parting has definitely had the better results. He's in stronger form. And last game showed it, that Parting is overall playing it just a little bit better. So when you're playing a guy like Parting, like how do you change the game so it's a way that you can definitely make a good game? You do something like this. You try to throw him off his game with the hatchery first.
Oh, drone
if
trying
you
to sneak
could've
away.
gone- Yeah, if you could have built an Evo Chamber real fast there, that would have been amazing.
Oh,
Good
good ninja try, but the
Yeah.
drone's going to die. A lot
Look
of
at all the
blood.
blood from the hatchery.
Yep. A lot of blood.
It's a
So
painful cancellation.
basically the idea there is make this hatchery your opponent's natural expansion, get them to pull probes to kill it, and that's mining time, right? And you can always cancel the hatchery later and get that money
Yes.
back. So you just try to weigh the cost and benefits. There's so many variables that go into the early hatchery stuff.
Oh, look at he's
There's a whole
taking.
science behind it.
He's gonna take his third base over here instead of a lot of Zergs take it up here. Well, you see it both ways. Against Parting though, who loves his 2-base pressure, the closer third is kind of dangerous. Of course, the reason he didn't take his natural, his first extra hatchery here is of course because there's a probe blocking it. So he's gonna try to hunt down that probe and then he'll take that as his third base.
All right, so as it stands, Parting having to delay his Nexus a little bit. Nestea also delaying his economy a little bit as well. So overall in this game, no, I don't think anyone has a dramatic advantage. Can you talk a little bit more about the advantages and disadvantages at this point in the game based on that opening from both players?
Yeah, I mean, I do think, I mean, economically speaking, they both look very even. Nestea might be a slightly bit ahead in economy. If you look at the expansions, are both very similar timed, which is very common in Zerg vs Protoss, but the queens are already out and injecting in drones. So Nestea is already even in workers, and normally Protoss is ahead in workers up until about like the 24-25 worker count. In this game, Nestea should be able to actually, he would be able to get ahead in workers with this just inject that just popped, but he's going double gases fairly quick. So playing some mind games with Parting probably assuming he would take a third hatchery very quickly, but instead getting gas very fast. So little bit of mind games here going on. But as I said, Nestea might be a little bit ahead in economy.
Sure.
But Parting's tech is faster than you would think it would be, because as soon as the Nexus got blocked, he just put down the gateway, and so his tech is progressing faster than normal.
Parting continuing to check on the hatch. He's like, okay, what's going on? He's going to try to sneak a look at the gases, but he's not going to get far enough.
No, and the Queen gets the kill right there.
He should know, though. So what is Nestea up to? That's my question.
He might be doing the same build he did last game. I would not be surprised.
Just a little bit of a delayed third.
Yep. You know, the question is will Parting figure it out? I mean, the probe's gone.
Considering it happened in game 1,
yeah,
and considering he scouted the lack of a natural at this point in the game,
yeah,
it's not too out of the realm of possibility that Parting is kind of guessing, or at least he's going to make some. He's going to find out. He's going to make sure.
He knows it's some type of 2-base tech build at this point, and yeah, like you say, good effect Nest. He went for the Stormhost last game. It does seem likely he'd try that again this game. And in fact, Lara's halfway done. He might even skip the evolution chamber this game, not even get the some nice moves there, killing off some of the creep tumors.
That's huge. That's very important, especially on a map like this where there's only like one lane.
Yes, and especially against a player going for Swarmhost.
Yep.
Creep is so important for a Swarmhost Queen combination, which is what Nestea at least went for last game. And
I think he'll do it. Because I'm assuming he picked this map, and this is like a really good map for the
It is
the
a great map for
play.
Swarmhost. Oh, one of the Queen falls down. That's a great trade. A Zell for a Queen. Protoss will take that any day of the week.
Station pit should go down any second now. If he is doing
he's getting 2 more gases. Maybe he's playing Supermind games. He's going to go straight to Spire.
Mita?
Because,
okay,
Spire would be pretty bold to do against a player like Parting. Just because Mutalists typically aren't the greatest at stopping 2-base attacks, which is what Parting specializes in. And we see he might even attack faster than last game. You can see a ton of gateways being added on. This is a situation where if you can do critical damage with these Warpins before Swarm hosts hit the field, then he's going to win. But as soon as Swarm hosts get out, he has no detection, and pure gateway units are very poor against Swarm hosts. But the tricky thing here is last game Nestea got Enduring Locust before he started building Swarm hosts, and that's a very expensive upgrade to get. It's great for Swarmhost play in the long run, and he's doing it again.
There it is.
But against a gateway all-in, those resources, you'd much rather have an extra Swarmhost or 2 on the field, because you don't really need the Locust to live long. I mean,
did he ever scout with an Overlord? Does he have any idea?
No, he has no idea.
Oh,
now he does. Wait. Has he seen it now? Oh, he's seen the
okay, so Parting knows. Nestea knows.
Yeah.
He absolutely knows what's happening, and now he's making all the moves to try to keep this from happening. Looking for that pylon. If he can find this army, that'd be great. But he still doesn't know. Okay, the Link's just now going to spot these sentries and these stalkers. He's the pro making that pylon. Oh my God, the infestation pit is so vulnerable too.
Yes, it's very, very vulnerable. Of course, once he gets a few Swarmhosts out, that should be enough to hold us.
That might be on purpose, honestly. Putting the infestation pit there, because any time really helps, and as long as it doesn't die, you can still build.
Damage,
and you can always transfuse it too.
Yep.
Huh.
He's got some speedings on the high ground. He has his Swarmhosts are just now starting to come out.
It goes in the ground.
If Parting gets up to the main, he
go
can force field the ramp. That could be okay. He's just going to try to keep units out of the main. Now, Locusts, of course, are going to be very cost efficient, but they're only coming out a few at a time.
And there's no detection here for Parting.
But if he can just kill the buildings, you know,
needs to transfuse the infestation pit.
Yeah. Or actually just transfuse the Queens might be just as good here.
Sure.
If he queues up, he wants to queue up enough Swarmhosts. He needs to he has all these resources. He was supply blocked at the worst time. He could have had 5 more Swarmhosts in production, but unfortunately did not have the supply to do that. And now he's stuck with only 8 Swarmhosts. Actually, that's a lot of Swarmhosts.
That's a good amount.
A lot of them are stuck in the main right now, which is very unfortunate for him.
Parting needs a backup plan. He has a robo in production.
Yeah, I mean, I think he just wants to kill the natural hatchery.
He's doing a lot of damage.
Get out of here.
He's doing a lot of damage, but he doesn't necessarily have the force to kill Nestea.
He has to keep warping in sentries. If these speedings and Swarmhosts get to low ground, he's in deep trouble. Now, he has enough sentries to keep it locked down. There's only 3 Swarmhosts in this, or 4, excuse me, here. He wants to kill the Nexus and get away. That's his plan. Keep the units pinned in the main, kill the Nexus, and escape. But he's running out of units. The Swarmhosts are starting to do their damage. Only a few Stalkers left. Here's another 2. I don't know if he can keep up. The Locusts are just so cost efficient, and he has to continually make sure he can force field this ramp as well. But look at how well Parting's doing this. He's constantly hitting the force fields. The sentries are in trouble here. Oh no, this could start collapsing for Parting. But economically, Nestea is definitely very far behind.
But honestly, once you get the Swarmhosts out, like as long as you keep them alive and you can just be you can be the most cost efficient. You can be so cost efficient with Swarmhosts. So it's not a massive deal that he's behind an economy. Obviously, it's bad, but it's not a situation where it's like game over. Like if he's going for a Roach composition or something. You get your Swarmhosts out, you keep them alive, and they're going to pay for themselves over time.
That's definitely the goal. Now, the thing, Nestea would love to cross the map and put on pressure onto Parting just because the Swarm most would be very cost efficient in that manner.
Yep.
But he's got to be careful of a counterattack. Parting very intelligently is not retreating his army. If his army is in his base, the Swarm will just walk there and they just start killing him. And maybe he can stall the force fields, but he's going to come down in the long run. But if he can keep his army kind of outside Nestea's base and just avoid the locusts, but maintain a threat of an attack, that's what he wants to do to force Nestea to stay at home, or at least to split up his Swarm most, sending a few to attack and a few to defend.
I think Nestea's going Mutalisk.
Mutalist or Corruptors. I'll have to see which one it is going to be. Meanwhile, Parting very intelligent is going for a Dark Templar. That could be a great way to keep Nestea busy, maybe kill a base or two while he's trying to find an answer to Swarm hosts. It's so difficult to go to Colossus in this position when he would have to start the Robo Facility, and there's already so many Swarm hosts on the field. It would take him forever to catch up in actual army strength. So I kind of like going Blink so we can kind of base race. And then DTs, he's going to play a purely mobile game is what Parting's going to do.
That's super cool. And Nestea has 600 gas saved up, so we might get some Corruptors. Mutas can be cool though, I feel, because you can cross that air distance, and they're very mobile. Like they're great as supplementation for Swarm hosts, in my personal opinion.
Great at sniping observers too, because they're fast. They can sneak in there.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Parting trying to be tricky here. Look at this. If he can keep hitting the force fields, this could be keeping the sentry alive. Now he's got to get another force field off. There's a sentry. He's going to do a force field, and he keeps protecting it. This is super key here.
Like, wouldn't Mutas kind of kill this?
Yeah, he might.
I don't know. I'm sorry for hyping it. Okay, there we go. 3 Mutas. Thank you, Nestea.
He could warp in some stalkers though, and that could be a problem if he can keep the force fields up and warp in enough stalkers. But he doesn't know about
DTs.
Mutas. Oh, DTs!
Oh
they
my
can just kill the lair.
5 DTs warped in just like that for Parting, targeting down the layer. Overseer desperately trying to be made, but
there's no way.
It's gone.
And you know what? If he can escape with some of the DTs as well. Now Mutas are popping. The department goes straight for
War Prism. Kill the War Prism.
These DTs will die now.
Infestation Pit is getting targeted down. Infestation Pit might fall too.
Oh no, he's not even getting Enduring Locust.
DTs might even get the Spire.
Oh no, Enduring Locust. Enduring Locust.
Oh my god.
2 seconds left on it.
That happened before in this game too.
Oh man, this is just losing that twice in a row is devastating. Now, he did clean this up, and that was a pretty big investment from Parting. If Nestea can deny Parting's third, he's actually going to be in great shape because all the economic damage that Nestea has taken kind of serves to mean his bases will not mine out for a while, right? He still has a very healthy natural and a third base, whereas Parting, his main base is going to mine out fairly soon, and his natural is actually much more mined than either one of Nestea's bases. So Nestea needs to find a way to be able to cross the map and kill the third base of Parting. That's going to be difficult against Blink Stalkers. Oh, he wants to get the war. He gets the War Prism, but he's not going to lose all these Mutas.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he does lose all of them. He still has the Spire is still alive.
And he's got +1 weapons there, +1 flyer attacks.
He doesn't have that much income coming in though at the moment, especially not in gas. So it'd be hard for him to build the critical mass of Mutas. Oh no, the Swarmo sent the Locust in the wrong direction. Now the Stalkers are all over them.
Ooh,
picking off. Oh, a great
nice
transfuse there. Yeah.
Nice.
But you see, what Parting can do here is he can just be more mobile than the Locust. And in fact, if he can juke to the left, maybe even get at the Swarmos again. Here's more DTs. Oh, there's no lair. He can't even make an Overseer.
Oh my god.
He has one somewhere.
Overseer.
Where's his Overseer? I know he had one earlier.
Or Spore Crawler, something.
Yeah, he needs something here fast. There's an Overseer.
There it is. It's coming.
Oh, but
Hatchery getting targeted down. He needs to keep the Hatchery alive, and he is going to take down those DTs.
Oh, the Stalkers could come in and like two-shot it, though.
Take it out, and he's going to do that. Locusts are gone.
And there's no Enduring Locusts. So there's a period of time without Enduring Locusts. There's a period of time without Locusts out. And that's what Parting's going to see.
Oh my god. Remember, he was 2 seconds away from that upgrade a little bit earlier.
That upgrade would have saved the Hatchery there. Or at least he would have to lose like 5-6 Stalkers if he tried to dive it. Because, of course, if you have that upgrade, you never don't have Locusts out. They're always out. And they can protect the Hatchery. But Parting making so many amazing moves. The opening, I think, put Nestea ahead. But Parting, his DT switch and his mobility plays. Oh, look at this.
The Spire.
Oh, no.
God, Parting is so abusive.
He gets DTs in all the places. And even getting some more drone kills as well.
No place is safe from
There's
DTs.
a single Overseer, and it's having a hard time protecting every location. Perhaps he needs a Spore Crawler or something because...
This is where you drop creep in the corner of the map and build your tech there.
Yeah. And what's crazy about this game is that Nestea's army has been so much stronger than Parting's for the last 8 minutes. But it's Parting who's expanding freely, and it's Nestea who's having a hard time defending his bases. And with the 3-base economy, now Parting can keep up the pressure and slowly work in the Colossi that he needs to really deal the finishing blow.
Yep. Everything's going parting. He's going to even get a blink over the force fields. He's going to take down this hatchery.
And this is, again, there's no enduring locust. So those locusts would have still been there if it wasn't for the fact that upgrade was killed with 2 seconds left on it. Not even a cancel, a kill on the hatchery and a recall out.
Very safe.
This is
Mutas, okay.
Oh, the mutas are doing some nice damage here. Of course, the recall did protect them. Let's see how many workers.
This
They've
is great.
actually gotten a
this
good
is so
amount
good.
of 16 worker kills.
And they're going to go to the third. I don't know what's there. Are there any cannons?
Stalkers are trying to get there. There's no cannons to protect the
gosh.
workers. Oh, he can pull the probes back by the cannons, but I think he got another 6 or 7 worker kills there. This is what's putting Nestea back in the game.
There you go. Anything you can do, I can do better. That's what they're saying to each other right now.
Yes.
Parting using the DTs, Nestea going with the mutas. But can he keep these bases alive?
Yeah, Nestea needs economy. I mean, he's being cost efficient, but once Parting develops a decent Colossi core, he can just cross the map and kind of crush Nestea. Now, Nestea's going to probably start to play the muta game where he just expands everywhere once he has economy. But right now, he's having such a hard time getting bases.
Oh
More
my
DT
gosh.
harass. It's so effective. Another cancel on this hatchery.
They're killing a lot of drones too.
Yeah, the drone deaths are getting pretty out of control. Even when he spotted these DTs and put some damage on him, he's unable to. I kind of like forgot his overseer there for a second. And now DT's in the main base as well.
No. The layer might be gone again.
Yeah, he could definitely.
He just warped in like 17 DTs.
Yes, and there's a few queens, but that's not enough damage output against this many DTs. He needs the swarm host there to mute us. Oh, the Spire stays alive. That's a big win actually. He has plenty of transfuses, so. This might actually work out okay.
He's going to pick up. He might go pick up and drop on top of the Spire even. No, he's going to stay back.
Yeah, with that many queens.
Yeah, the overseer there.
Yeah, once Warp Prison stay alive. Now, he still has this big Stalker force, but he's got to warp in enough units here to defend. Parting's economy, though, is significantly better than Nestea's. Yes, Nestea has a few more workers, but he has, he has a long-distance mine. Look at this. So he's actually bringing in very few amount of resources.
He's had to cancel and remake that hatchery so many times.
It's been... Oh, no, just going straight for the queens, in fact. Now going for the Spiders, no transfuses. The Fluttershy Queen was taken out.
Perfect.
And not even a single loss from Parting there. Parting able to get in and get out, do his damage. Oh, here's the mutas.
It's a lot more mutas coming out.
Oh, but they've got to actually... DTs are in the main. Now, he's worried about this attack, but
yeah.
He doesn't want to lose the lair again. No, the lair!
The Overseer needs to come forward. The lair's so low and help the DTs. Not going to get the final swipe. It's going to stay alive for now. And Parting coming forward in the middle of the map, taking down a few spines. This hatchery might have to be canceled again.
Oh, no. That is terrible. Now, there are some locusts here, but yeah, the hatchery has to be canceled. And with Blink Micro, he has so many stalkers here, and he has 2 Colossi to help kill the locusts. His Blink Micro should be great. The Muta's counterattack. Oh, look at this. He's already saying the only way I can lose is a counterattack.
Yep.
He's already warping in defensive units, and he knows that the Mutas cannot help against his army. The stalker count is way too high right now. Parting continuing to advance throughout this. Nestea's going to try to pull the Stormhost back. A smart move, but how can he make a dent in his mighty Protoss force?
Yeah, and Parting is so smart, knowing that this army should be enough to win the game.
Again.
Spire's not going to be able to finish up. And Parting has been everywhere.
Force fields too. Mutas are trying to come in. Actually, that's a good idea. If he can find Observer and take it out, that could be his key here. But Parting has so many units now. He did clean up some of Parting's army, but he lost most of his Mutalists there. And now the party knows the Mutalists are here on defense. Look at what's coming across the map.
The Stalkers
from every single direction, knowing he doesn't need him to defend anymore. The Locust doing a good job, but there's no more Mutas left. And as a Colossi get closer and closer, the Swarmos now have nowhere to retreat to, and Parting's reinforcements are arriving.
There's the GG. Wow. Parting with the 2-0 over Nestea. Did you expect that?
I kind of did, to be fair.
Yeah.
Parting is just, he's been a consistent top 3 Protoss in the world, if not top 2 or top 1, depending on the time. Like it's between like Parting and Rain. For the most part, to see who's the best Protoss in the world. SOS may be up there too, and then there's others who are very good. You got Liquid Hero, but the top 3 Protoss in the world, according to most people, would be Parting, SOS, and SK Telecom's Rain. And for Parting to be on a team with SK, a team with Rain, like 2 of the top 3 Protoss in the world on the same team is just a very fearsome force. They can collaborate.
Strong minds working together there.
And Nestea put up a great game, but he just couldn't keep up with Parting. There was a lot of, like, the multitasking you could see. You know, he wouldn't always have the overseers following DTs. He kind of would stop for a second. And it was just because Parting was everywhere. He was harassing everywhere. He was dropping everywhere. He had DTs everywhere. And behind it all, he was macroing impeccably, continually expanding, continually transitioning to the next step. He's just at a level that is very, very difficult to stop.
Very cool. How far do you think he's going to go in this tournament, Nick?
You know what? I think, honestly think Parting and Maru are the big favorites here, and I kind of feel like I want to. I don't know if I think I would pick Maru to win.
Okay.
He's the current WCS Korea champion,
Yeah.
right? So it's hard to bet against Maru, but if there's anyone who can take him out, Parting is definitely I think in top shape to do it.
All right, guys, you're watching Stars War League Season 3, the quarterfinals involving Parting, Maxed, Sen, Nestea, Maru, Jim, Hero, and Zigua. That was quarterfinal number 1. Parting with the 2-0 over Nestea. Still 3 quarterfinals to go. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more StarCraft 2.